Well, what is going on, guys, and welcome into the video. I know some of you are really at a breaking point with NIO Stock, so let's talk about how to deal with that emotion, how I knew NIO was going to go lower, and if and when I see the turnaround coming, and my plan for NIO moving forward. Now, I cannot tell you how to feel, and I cannot relate to your personal story. We are all different, have different experiences, backgrounds, all of that good stuff. However, there is one thing that is universally true for all of us. Having a well-defined plan laid out ahead of time and executing accordingly eliminates emotions from the equation when it comes to stocks. As long as you stick to it, emotions cannot win. So how many of you guys have felt this way in the past few months? NIO is crashing and I need to sell as it's never coming back. But wait, it's finally popped up over $20, so I need to buy more before it goes to the moon. But oh no, it's crashing again and I need to sell. This is exactly what having a written out plan is all about. Eliminating the biggest killer to your investing, which is emotions. It is really that simple, and I will give you my exact plan for NIO here in just a second. But first, how did I know NIO was not headed back to the moon during that last run up in March and into April when it got over $20 per share and instead was moving back down? I mean, I could have done like other channels did and built up false hope among you all and tell you had better buy now because NIO is roaring back to life. I mean, it gets clicks, likes, and subscribers and all that good stuff. But it was not what I saw happening based on the current environment and more importantly based on how NIO's business has been doing. Right now, a blowout earnings call is being rewarded with flat trading at best. I mean, we've just seen incredible earnings and performance from Apple and Tesla over the past 2 quarters now, and yet both stocks are beaten down massively. NIO's earnings were not even close to that good over that time frame, never mind the fact that EVs as a whole are completely out of favor, as are the companies that lose money, which of course all those categories NIO fits into. And never mind the fact that Tesla and Apple are executing flawlessly, NIO has been sputtering around just a bit if we're being honest here, so NIO was bound to go down. And I know that take might cost me subscribers, likes, and all that stuff, but that is the reality of the market we're in right now and the performance that NIO has put up. And that really is the reality of why NIO is not on my top stocks I'm buying right now videos. And that is why I have not been adding to my portfolio aside from the fact that I already have a full position. NIO has not performed as a business during this time, which means it's prudent to not add at this time in my opinion. And if you appreciate not getting smoke blown up your tail for likes and subscribers, please like and subscribe to this channel. I mean, it's free to do, and at least you know I'm giving you an honest opinion based on 20 years worth of experience and not some hype train. The hype trains on YouTube have killed a ton of retail investors because they just pushed outright bad stocks or hyped up great stocks that were trading at unsustainable levels. Alright, so when is NIO stock going to recover? Well, I could stretch out this video for another 20 minutes, bring up all sorts of charts and graphs and play the if this, then that game and all that good stuff, but I really don't think that's very helpful. The bottom line is it will be late summer, early fall at the very earliest for any sort of sustained rally. But I'm not expecting much until towards the end of the year actually, assuming 2 things happen. Number 1, inflation continues to trend down. Now, not drop back to normal levels, just kind of continues to taper off. And yes, I know that's a big if for that one. And number 2, that China either loosens its zero tolerance policy or trashes it all together and the illness finally calms down in China for good. Until then, NIO is going to be all over the place and wildly volatile, which is why planning is critical to avoid getting destroyed. Seriously, when NIO starts to rally and a few hype videos say it's going to the moon, you will be tempted to FOMO buy in, and then a week or 2 later when it reverses, and you will be tempted to then panic sell if you do not have a defined plan and process, which I will lay out my plan for you here in just a second. Actually, that is exactly what the video sponsor, the Market Insiders Private Group, gives you, is a defined plan and process. How, you may ask? Well, there's actually 4 free courses dedicated to creating a plan for a stock, complete with price targets, and even how to build an infinite money loop so your cash is always being replenished so you can keep buying the dip, as it keeps dipping and dipping and yes, dipping and dipping. Anyways, tons of educational type videos, my watch list with price targets, buy and sell alerts, and a ton more, so check out the pinned comment. And yes, the price really is going up forever on June 1st, so don't miss out on that great price. So here's my plan for NIO stock moving forward. I believe in NIO stock long term and have a 5-year time horizon on this stock unless something fundamentally changes with the business. And because it is a Chinese stock, I have a set amount that I want to own in Chinese stocks to mitigate the risks that come with those stocks. That is my risk mitigation strategy with all Chinese stocks. I basically allocate a dollar amount that if something crazy happens and China or the US just completely loses their minds, I'm not suffering a massive loss because I went all in on that stock. Which you guys know I don't recommend doing that with any stock, much less one with additional risk factors like NIO. However, whoa, slow down. Because we are in a crash scenario and my money loop has held steady, I am able to allocate more money to riskier plays. And given how stupid cheap NIO is, if they can make some improvements in the business, like navigating the chip shortage, basically on par or better than their Chinese counterparts have, and if they are able to do that, and if Wall Street wants to keep beating this stock down, I will absolutely be looking to add shares and get my average back down into the teens. In the end, I believe NIO will be one of the big players in China, and in a bull case scenario, they are a player in the US and the rest of the world. Now, I'm not saying that it's pending or even will happen, but just in the bull case scenario, that is what I see happening. But even if they are just a big player in China, and they're one of the darlings of the Chinese government, so even if they just stay there and expand a little bit into Europe, I still think the price of NIO right now will look ridiculously cheap in a few years. And if you want to see buys like these in real time, see my price targets, and learn how to create price targets, a plan, and learn how to do due diligence, don't forget the sale is actually ending for real this time on June 1st for you to join, and you get to keep that price forever as long as you stay a member, so don't miss out. And click this video here for even more stocks that I'm buying. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.